Elevated Agents, what's up? AJ here. Today I'm talking about one of my top 3 tools. One of the top 3 tools that I used to continue to build my business and my brokerage over and over and over again. This tool is magical and it's free. There's a download. This video is me talking through how to use it, the value of it, and the reason that I still use it to this day. It is your weekly tracking tool. You know, what's really fascinating is it's really hard to measure if you don't track something. It's hard to know where you're going to go if you don't track something. And one of the things for me is I'm very results driven. So I'm a high D, if you know what the DISC program is, and results matter. I like to know that I'm on track. I like to know that I'm being productive. And for me, this tool helps me do that. Plus, it helps me keep everything on paper instead of in my mind. You know, one of the things is that our brains were used for processing, not for memory. And so what happens is we're all trying to remember so much. That's one of the reasons that you keep forgetting things, but it's also one of the reasons that you're tired and worn out by 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And so this tracking tool is amazing when it comes to building your business. So let me help you kind of walk through it. And so if you want to, you can pause this now and then go ahead and download it. But this is my tool and I'm going to just talk through it. Now, what's really fascinating is that if you've already know your numbers, if you've already watched the video of how to earn 6+ figures a year, you know your numbers. And so you need to know your numbers in order to utilize this at a mastery level. But sometimes when I'm working with an agent, like just getting started, the first couple weeks, I just want to track and see what are they doing? Where are they at right now? Where are they lacking? Where are they making excuses? You know, one of the questions that I love asking people is, how many phone calls do you think you need to make? Or how many conversations do you think you need to have per week to help you hit your goal? And I hear all kinds of numbers. I hear 5, 50, 20. Now, I don't know what that number is for you. The only way you're going to truly know is if you're actually tracking. Now, I know what number works for me and I know what number to tell you, but sometimes you need to figure it out on your own. And that's the beautiful thing about this is it's going to help you stay focused. It's going to help you understand your numbers. It's going to help you understand where you need to improve and where you need to grow. And remember that numbers are the truth. The numbers don't lie. They don't judge. They don't blame. They're not right or wrong. It's just hardcore facts. It's the numbers. And so if you want a truthful understanding of where you are, of where your business is, and you want to guarantee that you're going to hit your target. Now, we're not in the guarantee world. I can't guarantee you anything. I don't know your conversion ratios, what's going to happen. What I do know is that if you hit your numbers and you hit your conversion ratios, then you do end up hitting your target. This helps you with that. So hopefully you've got this printed up and hopefully you've got this looking at, but first, what you're going to do is you're going to write your name and the date. Now, this is a weekly tracker. I like to track my weeks from Monday to Sunday. Monday to Sunday. Now, every month doesn't work exactly like that, so use a little bit of common sense. If it goes to a Wednesday or starts on a Tuesday, you can figure that out. But typically, I do 4 weeks out of every month, okay? I always start on the bottom of this sheet. On the bottom of this sheet, it's got 3 important numbers for you. Now, this has a lot to do with manifesting your vision, telling your subconscious what to do. Your conscious controls the day, your subconscious controls the night, but your subconscious, unfortunately, doesn't know the difference between right or wrong like your conscious does. And so you have to put into your subconscious the things that you truly want and then start living that life. You want more of what you want, start becoming that person. We talk about clarity, growth, and success all the time. Where do you want to be, right? What's the magic number? How many sales do you want to do? Now, who do you need to become that real estate agent, to have the knowledge, the experience? How many people do you need to be talking to? And the last step is success. And that is, what are you going to do on a daily basis? This is all about what you're going to do on a daily basis. So on the bottom, it says listings, contracts, and closings for the next 12 months. Listen, you don't need to start this on January 1st. You can start this on any date, all right? And we're looking at the next 12 months. Where do you want to be over the next 12 months? Now, I just set a brand new goal with everything else going on that I want to go back, or I want to. See, I need to catch myself sometimes. I am going to help 35 homes find new owners to love, care, appreciate, and make money on. And so mine is 0 of 35, right? Because I haven't closed anything yet, as I just made this goal yesterday. 0 of 35, right? So 0 of 35, I'm going to write that down at the beginning of every single week. Now, hold on with me. How many buyers do I need for that? How many sellers do I need for that? Well, based on my personal conversions and based on my percentages, I need 24 listings in order to hit that goal based on my numbers. So it's 0 of 24. Buyer contracts, it's 0 of 18. Now, here's what happens is if I have a closing tomorrow, I'm going to write +1, and then the next week I'll have 1 of 35. To see how that works? Now, here's the thing. The majority of you aren't going to do this. The majority of you are going to be like, I don't need to do that, or that doesn't make sense, or I don't see the value. There is huge value in this. I have never seen anyone that did this and didn't hit their goals if they did it for 12 months straight. What happens is that when you write down this number every single week, you find a way to hit it. You start telling your subconscious that this is who I am, this is my target, and I'm going to hit it. Many times you may actually exceed it because you're doing more productive work than you've ever done before. But that is the beginning of this sheet, is that you fill out the bottom every single week. Now, the tracking piece, okay? The first top section is attempts. These are the attempts. These are you attempting to have conversations with people from any form of communication. All right. So what are the forms of communication? It's face-to-face, it's phone, it's email, it's text, it's social media. You're reaching out to people. How many people do you need to reach out to in order to have a conversation? So you're going to start by checking off every box. When I first got in the business, and because that's how long I've been using this sheet, I was cold calling. And so literally every time I made a call, and back then I was hand dialing them, I would just check off 1 attempt, 2 attempt. Literally, I had a phone in one hand and I was checking off boxes as I was calling. That's the simplicity of it. That's how you use it. You mark off your attempts. Now, the second section is contacts. It says create, build, or maintain contacts. These are people that you have a two-way conversation with. So if you're social media and you send out somebody a message and they respond back, that's a two-way conversation. Now, I would challenge you to only put down people that you may do real estate with. Now, I want to make sure, well, we'll get back to that in a second, but ask for business, ask for a referral, or have a conversation. Right now, I'm actually just tracking every single conversation that I have with anybody, no matter what, because guess what? Everybody has an opportunity. Everybody knows somebody who wants to buy or sell. Everybody knows a real estate agent. Everybody knows something. We can have a value exchange. And so the more conversations I have, the more opportunities I'm going to get. How many conversations are you having, and are you having enough? Are you doing more than you need to do? We don't know. You don't know, and you won't until you track for at least 90 days. Everything's 90 days around here, right? 90-day targets, track for 90 days, see where we're at, and then boom, the next 90 days, because your life can change in 90 days. 100% it can. You can become a different person in 90 days. Now, I'm not telling you to not be your authentic self, but what I'm here to tell you is that if you want a different life, you've got to become a different person. You've got to have different behaviors, different habits, and you got to focus on the daily activities, everything that you do on a day-to-day basis. And this helps you do it. So how many conversations are you having? The next section says new relationships. Now you notice that I'm not saying leads. I'm talking about relationships. We are in the relationship business. It's not the real estate process. It's the relationship process. If you want to get paid, you need to have closings. If you want closings, you need appointments. If you want appointments, you need relationships. How many relationships do you have? That's the simplicity of it. So this helps you move through that process. Relationships. Here's how you classify a new relationship. This is anybody that you think will do business with you anytime in the future. So many agents are focused on the now business. People can feel your energy when you're needy, when you're desperate. It's about the relationship, you guys. Become the expert. Become the person they come to. Become the person that you're top of mind. That's what you want. You want, when somebody thinks real estate, when they're ready or they hear about real estate, they think about you. Now, a new relationship is anybody that you put into your CRM brand new, whether it's paid or free. I know some of you are like, what do you mean paid or free? Well, free means that somebody that you put from your phone into your CRM and you hand typed it. Paid could be you're paying for 30 leads a month, 60 leads a month. I don't know what that is. It could be any of those other lead sources out there that you could be paying for leads, whether you're paying on the front end or you're paying on the back end. All right. If you know your numbers, then you know how many new relationships that you need per month in order to have more appointments. And that's where this tiers down. The farther down we are, the higher the value of the box. All right. So what happens is if you've done your goal setting tool, then you know you've got this huge list of numbers of the amount of relationships that you need. Well, guess what? Maybe you don't need that many relationships in order to get the appointments that you need. And that's what's next. New relationships and then appointments. An appointment is either a listing appointment or you go to a home and show a buyer a home, whether they're with you or not. We're in Southwest Florida. We go look at homes all the time when they're not even here. But that's an appointment, that one day, whether it's one house or 8 houses, that's one appointment. All right. How many appointments is it taking you to earn a contract? And that's the last part, is the contracts. We just talked about listing, buyer, and then you have closings. These are your numbers. This is what I track. This is the magic of helping you break through levels, of helping you actually hit your number. You know, so many people end at the end of the year, and listen, I know agents that do very well, that make 6 figures, 250,000, and you'll ask them, how many houses did you close? And they'll say, I don't know. Guess what? Those are the agents that are staying flat. Those are the ones that have hit a ceiling. And so sure, you can be mentored by them and follow them and do what they did, and you can get to where they went, but then how are you going to break through the next level? Super hyper successful real estate agents track their numbers. They know exactly how many relationships and leads that they need. They know how many appointments their people need to go on. They know how many closings that they've had and how many they're potentially considering for the next year. You want predictable income in real estate? Then create predictable numbers, because your numbers tell the truth. Now, some extra little bonuses here. There's some gray spaces on here. If you look at create, build, or maintain contacts, you'll see there's a gray space at number 12. Those gray blocks mean that if you talk to 12 people, then you should be able to get at least one new relationship to put into your CRM. For every 5 new relationships in your CRM, you should hopefully be able to get 1 new appointment. Do you see how that works? It's a game. I played a lot of video games growing up. Like, I love making a game. You want to know why? Because the competition is not you against the other real estate agents. The competition is you versus you. And if you create a game to where you can go against you every single day, guess what? I am happy to beat myself every single day. You want to know why? Because it's about getting 1% better every single day. If I get 1% better every single day with my numbers, by the end of the year, I'm 365% better. That's over 3 times I've gotten closer to the person that I want to become. Because guess what? There is always more. I want more. You should want more. We can grow. We can create. We can push ourselves past limits that we've never seen before. This tool has helped me do that. I just got chills telling you guys that. That's how powerful this sheet of paper is. Literally, it's like this because I carry it in my pocket. It's that important to me. It's not even in my wallet. It's its separate entity. And I pull this out anytime I talk to somebody, I have a conversation, somebody emails me, I take it out. Now, the cool thing is that it's blank on the back side. And so I get to write all my craziness on the back. Man, I will track my closings, my hot list. We talked about to-do lists. So if you missed, we did a how to schedule your day video. I did it with Mark. And we talked about the value of tracking your to-do list. And so as I'm going through my day, if something comes up, I'm just going to write it down so that I remember it for later. I carry this thing with me all week, and then I create a brand new one every single week. This is one of the top 3 tools that you can use that I know for a fact will help you grow your business over the next 12 months. The question is, will you accept the challenge? If you do, then a couple things. Be sure to subscribe to our channel because we're just going to keep bringing you the content. Our goal is to educate, elevate, and inspire. And I hope that we were able to do that for you. And the second challenge is to download this document, start using it today. And I promise you that 1, you're going to suck at it in the beginning. I'm just here to tell you, but you will get better at it the more that you use it, right? If you use it, you will improve it. I love you guys so much. Again, thank you for being here. And I can't wait to hear more about how you're crushing your day by using one of the top 3 tools. Love ya.